What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are finally ready to head into Chapter 3 proper, but you'll notice a change in Shadowheart, so let's chat to her before we move on.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
The mission I'm happy to help you with. Yeah, I can't talk about your hair, huh? That's surprising.
Very well.
We have a chit-chat with Lae'zel, too. I'm sure you're taking all that revelation quite hard.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
The blood of the mother? Who is he exactly?
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157? That's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid.
And Vlaakith has claimed undeath based on all the things we've heard
Vlaakith's empire to pieces
by
and built
eating
new
ascendant
glory from
Gith.
scraps.
That's how they ascend. That's why she's literally the Lich Queen. Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
We can look at that in the future, but for right now, Lae'zel, I think we need him to stay put, at least for our protection against the Elder Brain. When we get to make a move on the Elder Brain, maybe we can consider doing the right thing there, but for now, the world's kinda over if we lose our protection. And half-truths or not, one of the things I did believe the Emperor about was that Orpheus would just kill us where we stand if we tried to do something about that now, so... I think if we freed him right now, he'd likely just smash us to pieces with a big smile on his face.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
He's dropping the pretense now.
No doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
I'm sure they'll be right on board to find us before we even see them based on all the cloak and dagger. First stack of supplies for us way in there, right on the road. Now, this portion of this game is huge.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Where'd you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
I don't know where your mum is, but here, take a few coin.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Sounds good. Poor kid, it sounds like she got the plague or something.
Up on the hill.
Straight into it. What's going on
The
here?
place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
Calm down and tell me what's going on.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
This home already steals so much land from nature. Surely you can share it.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy's begging to get smacked.
I agree.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
So ordinarily, if this guy didn't have this kind of attitude, I'd actually be on his side. I think it's his house at the end of the day. Like, whether these people have an unfortunate lot or not, it's his home. But he's being a real big dick, so I think instead of all this, why don't we try and talk him into doing the right thing? Ah. Well, how much inspiration do we have? I'm willing to roll this another time. I'm not willing to dump any more inspiration into it, so I guess this is going to revolve in a fight.
Are you threatening me? Zenobia, why are you just standing there? Do what I'm paying you for!
You paid us to protect you and your high-quality merchandise on the road. And we've since arrived at our destination. As I said, anything else is extra.
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild.
I wouldn't recommend taking your pay rise.
Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job. Now, please show this meddler some of that famous Rivington hospitality.
Your funeral.
Bye forever, pal.
Goodbye.
What should I do? Your time has come.
For the fight, let's go.
These two chuckles over here. Let's work on this guy first.
Strike you down.
Might be able to get him. We can. Not have the range for that. It's not gonna work out like that. Priand or not, you're all dead. Probably let him keep his life. The guy who hired him. At the end of the day, I'm not in the business of randomly slaughtering citizens, whether I think he was right or wrong.
Gods, it's hot in here.
About to get harder for this guy. Disrespect him.
Need to stay focused. On I go.
Give that guy some guiding bolt.
Never a dull moment. These boots have seen everything.
Going down. You don't get to hide up there. Interesting that he used disengage for that. Okay, I was gonna say he disengaged and then he just didn't move. He has no claw, so next turn, if he dies, he's gonna become one of my militia. Let's say you're about due for a death.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Bye, friend.
To enjoy this.
And these things have stayed interesting.
Have anything to say for yourself?
All right.
Arthur.
You won. You won. What more do you want from me?
It was your fault. I want the family to stay. You have room for them, surely.
Well, with Zenobia and the others gone, I don't suppose you'll take no for an answer.
If you didn't notice, I wouldn't take no for an answer with them around.
All right, they can stay. Are you happy now?
Not necessarily,
I have to
but
figure out what I'm going to do.
happy to fuck you over a little. I'm sure a man of your means can find a room at an inn somewhere.
A room can wait. After what you've put me through, I need a drink.
Oh, you'll be fine, I'm sure. Yeah, ordinarily I wouldn't have done that. I'm actually kind of on his side with this. He's just an asshole. So.
Quite sure why you stood up for us like that, but I won't say I'm not grateful. Thanks. And may Torm keep you.
I'll mention it. You're quite welcome.
You're the first person in this city to have our backs. Thank you. Really.
And based on your outfit, I'd say you've been through enough.
Don't linger.
To threaten the children. Cinta was trembling.
That might be worth a look.
She's a brave
Cheeky little hatch, though.
We'll get through this.
She's not brave, Ben.
Guy had some secrets, huh?
To stay silent to avoid causing trouble.
Look around the rest of the mansion first. Take a peek upstairs.
Let's crack it open.
Now, the two mentioned there were actually in some kind of guild. Thugs outside, so might have already stepped on some toes, rushing through the city. Madam Amira, thank you for the invitation. You know how much I love Sharessa's caress, but I still haven't lived down my last experience with the Drow twins, and I fear they won't have forgotten my little mishap. So, that was probably my last visit. I hope you'll understand. Arthur.
I was sure we were
Mishap with Drow twins, huh? Sounds like he was having himself a ball.
lucky there's so many things we spoke about.
Pompous clothing. Not really my style. Arthur's private musing. An unfinished love story handwritten by Arthur Gregorio, whose name is attached to the bottom of every page. Her ample bosoms fluttered like dove's fingers, brushing against his nails. The very ends of his mustache stood to attention as the fire stirred behind his eyes. No doubt this was love. Love. Ah, love. The stuff that dreams are made of. It made him sweat to think of it. The graceful, enduring, blossoming magnitude of what it all. The priceless, breathless, weightless, sheer romping joy of it. Like a shitty fanfic. I think we did the rest of Baldur's Gate a favor by kicking him out of his house before he got to finish that.
How delicious. At least we'll have some peace now.
Let's check his basement out.
What peace? Haven't you heard there's an army marching towards the city?
Better to be within its walls than without.
Get this open for me, Astarion.
Beware. This place is trapped.
We're getting into some fun already, huh? Rigged fireworks.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Very trapped. Stuffed bear. Lots of stuffed bears.
Be careful. There are traps about.
I see some of them.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Let's try and work our way through this slowly so we don't set some of this shit off.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Try not to randomly explode. Although I think since I dismantled the tripwire, I think I can just stroll on by those.
This'll be fun.
Someone's left a trap out for us.
What were you doing down here, Gregor? Oh, Arthur was his actual name, wasn't it? It was Arthur.
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
And that's most of the problems taken care of.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Instructions for donation. Gifts for refugees only. Please distribute. Let's see what's in the chest. Money. Blackmail letter. Offer. Package still waiting for you at Felogia's. You'd better not be late again, or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Pick it up, put it in the teddy bears, make the donation. It couldn't be simpler, really. If it's still here this time tomorrow, we'll stuff you with it. As you well know, we've plenty to spare.
Hardly the home of a sweet, generous soul. It might be worth looking into his donations. Who knows what he's been giving?
I think I have a suspicion what he's been given.
What to do?
I think he donated a bunch of explosives
Wonder if the
to the refugees taking refuge here in Baldur's. Man, this place is full of fun already, isn't it?
I was sure we were about to be evicted.
Now I understand you might have a little issue with refugees coming into your city, at least in this term it's city, and things like that, but planting explosives and teddy bears for children, that's not the way. I will happily punish whoever's responsible for that. And I'm guessing, looking at this, that this is what's left of Ketheric's army that he wasn't here to lead. Looks like they got well and truly slaughtered.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big...
We won't get to explore any of that.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats.
See what's going on up here.
If I was a Sharran
felt like a bloody earthquake.
Yeah, the best place that Sharran could go for a lookout would be... What's the survival you guys are failing, huh?
Down ox again.
Something over there.
I feel stalked.
This is the ox that we've been talking to since the Emerald Grove, I think.
My! The fates move in strange and scrumptious ways. I am delighted to see you again. After our little interlude at last light, I was worried you'd gone quite mad.
Takes worse than a bit of gore to turn my gullet.
And mine. And mine. Though, one thing I find quite distasteful is being kept outside our intended city. I'd quite like to get inside, but it's difficult to shuffle your way to the top of the queue when you're, well, as big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through, right in their little pocket.
Not until you tell me exactly what you are.
I don't think you want to travel this road, my friend.
I assure you I do. Tell me what you really are, or I'll strike you down myself.
All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
What are you? I have no idea what this thing is, but we're gonna kill it. Oh, you're being toxic. Literally.
This is gonna feel good.
I mean, you're not in range. Put yourself in range. My heavy hitter.
My faith will protect me.
Take your
Garlic.
Blood comes easy these days.
All you had to do was tell me what you were, and I would have considered helping you. You have to let yourself die. Oh, you're just dead.
I think I'll have a look at the mock's quite the same.
A shapeshifter? Out of fire acuity. So that was a mage or a wizard?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Interesting.
What path lies before me?
He just wanted to live life as an ox.
No time to rest.
That might be worth a look.
Let's see what this does.
I didn't see that. Good eye, Karlach. Had no idea about this, actually.
Is that?
I think I've ever gotten that one before.
No, never mind. No one.
We are only in for a short little episode today. I'm not going to go too long. I have some stuff I need to go do right now.
I would have a word.
What are you doing here?
Oh, gods. Not another protester.
Definitely not protesting.
Sinister if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Not a protester.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
Are you protesting the
Are
refugees?
supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods.
Oh, you're a cockroach, I see.
Another visitor, I see.
Careful.
Listen, We keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
Whatever, this isn't my problem. I'm not gonna get into a debate with this asshole.
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bets that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
Sharran, I take it. Our hearts bleed for you. Get to the point.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Why don't you grab those blades on your back and find out? She's turned her back on your wretched goddess. Actually, let's let Shadow handle this.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you will.
I'm very interested in bringing things to a head, actually, now that you mention it.
Supposed to be in a crowd of
Here's Nesta, he's running this.
Donations?
Wait, I thought I could tell him about this. Wait, hold on.
If you want to chat, talk. Back again, if you don't have anything to donate, you can get going.
Okay, finally I can talk about this. I need to get into the barn right now. Something dangerous might be among the donations.
I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
I would never. Not about something like that.
Think you're a thief, Mercon? Duh. Am I? I wish I could ask more.
Is everything all right, man of Nestor? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations. We're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job.
Where are the teddy bears? That looks like bears.
This place is trapped.
Hopefully making herself comfortable.
Alright, Astarion, it's your job.
Right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe.
Astarion got that while we were in a conversation.
For this.
Oh, I definitely will. Surprise-based teddy bear.
Can't give up now.
Surprise-based.
I thought this assignment was going to be dull.
It's a rather amusing name for it. Oh, this is our Tiefling Friends. Let's go catch up with them. I'm not going to loot the donations. That's what people, the good people of Baldur's Gate, left for the refugees. I'm not going to loot that up. Not my place, not my business. Would like to talk to all these tieflings though. I also need to find Lacrissa, because
It was touch and go.
he owes me money.
Some close
Something's
calls.
on my mind.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Told you I had to get your man.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
Safe-ish. It's wonderful to see you two back together.
Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why?
You were in trouble. I wanted to help. Simple as that. We could have said for the experience, I guess. It's funny.
You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do.
And I'll likely remember the two of you.
If not over, then through.
We should have an exile's feast to commemorate those we lost. Supplies are short.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate?
I've passed through, but my heart lies elsewhere in Faerun.
A word of advice, then. You might not get as warm a welcome as in days gone by. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous.
Not surprised. Tensions seem high around here.
Tensions? That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget.
You're supposed to keep the peace, not stoke the fire. They have a right to protest, whether their opinion is shit or not. They have a right to give it.
Ha! What peace? If no one steps in, there'll be bodies piled high in the streets before long. People here have gone soft, living behind the city walls, forgotten what it's like to live one day from destruction. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say?
I'd say you're a monster and that I was reporting you to your commanding officer.
Tell them! I'll cut out their eyes and make them watch!
Felt like introducing yourself, did you?
You're the lick spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
Well, that was a nice little introduction to one of the remaining dead two.
Orin's a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
That definitely adds an element of not being able to trust anything we see while we're out here in Baldur's.
So many more could have survived if I...
We have one more thing I'd like to do before we wrap.
Tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
What went on with you guys?
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
When people get desperate, they take. I think about that stuff a lot. A lot of people talk about civilized society and how you'd never have a need to defend yourself or a need to learn martial arts or have weapons and things like that. But in reality, even as civilized as we are in the real world, like this is a fantasy sense, that's one thing or another. But even in the real world, right? If the systems that we have at hand collapsed, You honestly think everything would be civilized and cooperative and everybody would help? I mean, there's already mass looting and things going down during power cuts. And imagine food shortages. Power went out, grids went down, social media didn't exist anymore for all the TikTok adult brains. Like, it would 100% turn to chaos, and I genuinely believe that your neighbor would kill you for a can of beans if he was starving, which nobody really likes to think about, but
no one stopped.
Base human instinct is what it has always been. We added like societal rules on top, which is a good thing. It's good that we don't just walk around in honor culture, killing each other for slights and things like that, but if the society that created all of that were to leave, then nothing has really changed since way back when. People would quite quickly and easily forget the rules, I think, in favor of something else. Now, we recognize Gandrel, and we also recognize this name they're talking about. He just name-dropped Cazador. These would be the Gur tribe that he was looking for a Astarion with.
Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
As he's just plastered in blood.
Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiska Blast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Relax, Astarion.
You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
We're here just in time, then.
Krasinitra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
What do you want with Astarion?
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
I don't know if that's true. He's been with us for a long time.
You have changed.
Did you kidnap their children,
Is it true
Astarion?
you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story.
First time I've ever seen him nervous. Yes, Astarion's free now.
Free? Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Cazador like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead.
We'll do it. We'll save them.
Excuse me. Did you not hear anything I just said? They're gone.
Didn't you want to kill him anyway? We're already going, though.
But if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
And I will.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
Shit, I can understand that too. If Astarion won't help you, then I will.
God damn it. Fine. If nothing else, at least killing Cazador will feel good.
That's the spirit.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt.
What's your taste for revenge, Astarion?
Have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
I guess there was a little hint of niceness at the end there.
I've got a long road ahead.
To some degree.
Another it is only right to mourn. Do not stand here and wait.
Really, you don't want me to look around anything to do with this, huh?
How much fun?
Maybe later. That guy has dual scimitars just like me. A man of culture.
Still breathing, despite everything.
A neighborhood circus around here, huh? Might be worth checking out. Okay. It's a windmill right here. Let's take a look at this.
That's curious.
Seems simple enough.
Lots of hidden loot around here, huh? Once we hit this windmill, I'm actually going to circle all the way back around. The circus is right here. We'll hit the circus next episode, and then we need to take care of this place too. Didn't even loot the chest. Apologies if this episode is not up to the usual snuff. I am a little tired.
Bad as it could have.
Brain's a little melty. What the hell am I listening to? Is that from in here?
Alright, what now?
Some cog that needs a little grease. Cogs that need a little grease don't sound like that, my friend.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
This is a notice demanding that the miller pay off his debt, lest his creditors oust him and claim the mill for themselves.
Don't waste a step.
Turn you to a mind flayer.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
It doesn't feel very fortunate.
Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power.
Let's wake it up. Do you have the wherewithal to understand your situation, or are you just gonna try and fight me?
No closer. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform. Help me. I am so hungry.
Was it you I heard screaming when I entered the windmill?
My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me.
Okay.
We need to feed. We need a brain, fresh and frantic, to restore our strength.
Well, whatever you were, you're not any longer, and that'll be the end of you. Goodbye.
You would betray us? Then you shall be our very first meal.
You're very welcome to try. We won't be harvesting or feeding on your potential, or any of that nonsense, but you are dead. Okay. Well, let's just move you out of the way then, Astarion.
Got this.
First time we've ever smited anything.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
I won't be consuming anything, Emperor, no matter how much you keep trying to make me. I'll take his key, I'll take that, and I will read his note. True Soul Alien, your time has come. The absolute calls to all faithful, and you have been faithful indeed. Leave your barracks, leave your armor, leave all insignia of rank behind. You are part of the Flaming Fist no longer. You have been a loyal true soul, but soon you will be so much more. You will be one of us. And they gave him orders to come down here and turn.
One day I'll catch a break.
He gave it all up for a false religion. Well, we put a stop to that. He won't be serving the Absolute any longer, and he also won't get a chance to hurt any innocent civilians like he was going to do by feeding on them. And so now that takes care of that, we've got a lot to do and a lot to take care of inside this little opening part of the city. But we've got a lot to do in general, to be honest. There's a lot to do here. I'm going to try and remember it all and keep an eye on everything as we progress. There are things we need to do. The first things that come to mind is the Iron Hand Gnomes. We got to catch up on that little story. They were going to do something with those explosives we let them leave with. Since we freed them, that is our job and responsibility to follow up on. We got to go to the one bar to find Arthur Gregoria and see what he was doing with those refugee teddy bear bombs. We do need to check out the circus that we just learned about. There's a couple more bars and stores here that we need to check. Like, if you recall, the woman we gave the deep mushroom said that she had one down here. I think Raphael was in here too. That's Arthur Gregorio. Voss is in Sharessa's Caress. We got 3 different quests that are leading us to Sharessa's Caress, actually. Yeah, the one with the mushrooms is down here. We do obviously have Gortash and Orin. We can try and catch up with Roland. He was gonna go to a wizard called the Roakin down here. We gotta find a way to free Will from his pact. That was just on a countdown as far as we're aware. 6 months, I believe she said. And there's many more things that we haven't even discovered yet that we're gonna have to deal with here. So chapter 3 is a hefty one, which is why I'm trying to be very patient and kind of take my time with it if I can.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
How will you know my perfect weapon?
I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill?
I don't see what this has to do with me buying a weapon from you.
Oh, it's all part of the service. Everybody answers. Go on. Tell me how you kill.
I'm not buying anything. Now back off.
Oh, you're no fun at all, are you?
I have a feeling you're not who you say you are. Yeah, I thought so.
Still rolling in the muck, I see.
You'll get no information from me, Orin.
Knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks, and prize you apart. Unless you get him first.
You want me to kill your competitor, don't you?
Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Yeah. She wants us to kill her second in command, or her competitor. Easy.
Me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward.
I didn't do anything. I didn't attack you. I've been out here the whole time.
Don't dare lie to me. I saw you with my own eyes, grinning at me like some bloody imbecile.
So she can turn into us too, huh?
Smirk right off your face.
I said relax. Okay, buddy. You had a blow to the head. Are you sure you're remembering correctly? Fucking calm down a second, my guy. I want to give you money. I'll fight you.
I'm sure it were you. I'm almost certain.
You're not certain enough.
God's be damned, I don't know. I'd have sworn, but
Yeah.
my head's pounding. I don't remember. I need a bloody drink. Go on, clear off. I've seen enough of your face today.
Before you go drink yourself into a giant fucking stupor, can you sell me something?
What do you want now?
Give you gold.
And go down to the bloody shop. I've got work to do.
Oh, this is not the shop? Well, then where is the shop? Is this the shop? Oh, literally just a hop and a skip.
Welcome to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp.
Oh, you're very nice about it all.
Hi. Or want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh?
I like your voice a lot. You're very good at customer service. Are you the one that sells the smith's weapons?
Yep, that's me.
Well, I trust you're who you are. Grumpy fella, isn't he?
On the outside, but he's a softy at heart, like molten steel. Also, he's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil.
She's great. Yeah, she's great. Let's see if I can help boost your sales figures. Show me what you got.
Oh, yay!
That's the kind of personality that you can't help being happy around, even if you're having a bad day. Need more of that in the world. So bubbly and happy about it. She's just happy to be here, man. Making a living, doing a thing. Respect. I have all this infernal iron. Hopefully we meet Damon here or somebody that can do something for us. Bone Spike Garb. Reduces incoming damage by 2. When the wearer is struck by a melee attack, the attacker takes 2 piercing damage. Well, then I think that's barbarian equipment. I have 18,000. It's not like we're strapped for cash here. The Dancing Breeze. I'd say we're in a pretty good position to just blow money when we see something that might be interesting. I'll give that to Karlach. See what she could do for us with it. What's the rest of my squad's inventory looking? Starion doesn't have too much that I need to pedal on, just this. Shadow isn't holding too much loot. Yeah, everybody's fine. Saloon eye robes. Okay.
Want more? Want less?
She's so good. She's the best.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Alright, let's see how it looks when it's black and red. Perfect. Matches your aesthetic perfectly, Karlach. You look great, very menacing. Alright, now that all that's done, we'll run up here. Where was the circus entrance? Right here is where it is. So we'll come back up here and then we'll call it for the day. There's a hatch in here, huh? We'll hold the phone on that.
I have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Looks like it's trapped too. What kind of secrets are you got in? I like how I said this was going to be a short one and it's been almost an hour.
Keep a blade close.
Darian.
Locked from the other side. I wonder what it's hiding.
Also
Locked
trapped.
From the other side. I wonder what it's hiding.
Yeah, I wonder what it's hiding too. Alright, well, since we can't do anything with that, we'll just get ready to do the circus next episode. So that is going to be a big ol' wrap for this one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, feeling particularly generous, there is of course a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care everybody, have a great day.